here's going to be my unboxing of the Clarity Aloft. Obviously this is my own headset, which I've used for 2.5 years now, and still use every day. Near enough every new person that I fly with, they always ask, how do you like it, how do you like it? And generally it's amazing. So within the actual box itself, let's open it up. You obviously get the headset itself. I can't remember all the packaging when I first got it, but this is how the actual headset ends up after my flight. The back piece slots into there and actually, actually falls into it. And the microphone comes along here. You can put the earbuds in there so they don't get damaged. And then I just roll the cable up, as you saw when I unravelled it. So this is it. Extremely light, extremely comfortable to wear. I literally could forget that I have it on. I actually have fairly big ears. They stick out quite a bit. And whilst in flight training, I knew straight away that there was going to be no way. I used to have David Clark's, just a bog standard PPL aviation headset, and 1-2 hours, my ears would just be killing me. The pads, even though they're supposed to go over, they just bend my ears back slightly, and I knew there was going to be no way I was going to be able to do this day in, day out. Canary Islands, 4.5 hours, off to Greece, Pathos, 4:45, and then back. I just knew there was going to be no way I was going to be able to cope. So this was the first. So I started looking into like over the ear or in-ear headsets, and there was a few options, but this Clarity Aloft was. I read all the reviews. Really seemed good, and it was just a gamble, really. I mean, had a 30-day guarantee, so take it back. But amazing bit of kit. So these are the foam pieces here. They are on their website. They describe them as a hearing aid grade material. So they're not just standard foam. They are actually, there's been a bit of work gone into the material used. And this is the bit I like, that the connection is actually behind your, so it doesn't even touch your head, because this bit here kind of supports over both ear, and that really doesn't even touch, whereas one of the other models it's actually on the ear, and I think it gave a few people some trouble. Stainless steel inside the headband itself, so it's nice and strong and durable, and that mic literally stays in place all day. I literally never have to touch it. Actually, I have to bend it out of the way to obviously eat and drink, and I've been doing that every day, for 2.5 years, every day flying, and it still retains its, I don't know what the word is, retains its structure, I suppose, or pose. A lot of people I see messing about with their mics or their speech going quiet, and they keep having to put their mic back near their mouth. Literally never happens to me, never happens. Obviously the unit itself comes with other features as well. Standard clip to clip onto your shirt, stop the cable pulling, or however you want to clip it, where you run it depending on what aircraft you fly. This is the bit I like the most. So it actually has aux in here, as you can see. There's mono and stereo sound. Obviously the aircraft runs on mono, so if you switch it to stereo you only get hearing through one side of the headset. I think it's the left. But obviously mono gives you both. You've got volume control, which never really changes. It's always in that position. And that just depends on the sensitivity of the audio control panel in the aircraft that you fly. So compared to other people and other headsets that I always look at, the volume on my audio control panel is always literally on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being inaudible, silent, 10 being max. Mine is literally on 2 all the time. It's so crisp. I see and I see other people's audio control panels cranked right up, you know, just so they can hear transmissions and things. This thing is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, but also, yeah, the aux in, obviously in commercial flying you don't connect your own personal devices, but in any recreational thing you can, if you've got, I don't know, you want to play music, you've got a Sky Demon on your phone or any other app that gives you commands or warnings, alerts. It plugs right in, connects to any phone accessory that has an audio jack. You can get that right into the headset. Obviously it's straight into your headset. Other people can't hear it, or it won't obviously transmit or anything. But yeah, so that's really good. And obviously the dual connection, dual standard connection there for most aircraft. Personally, I don't recommend this for recreational flying. Clarity Aloft actually do 4 options, which I'll go through in a minute. This is the classic. They actually have one called the Link, which is has Bluetooth. Basically has a Bluetooth enabled pairing device, and I believe it has so this is called passive noise reduction. So these foam inserts literally cancel out ranges between, well, it decreases the noise from anywhere between 29 to 47 decibels. So perfect for like commercial airline flight deck environment. I literally hear nothing, not even the wind. You know, I fly Boeing 737, and they're quite renowned for their fan noise into the flight deck. Just the air conditioning units, they circulate a lot of air, and literally I cannot hear anything. That's the only thing I really need to suppress. You don't hear the engines or anything else. So it's just wind noise over the windscreen and air conditioning noise coming through the vents, and these are perfect. So I don't need the active noise reduction, which is in the other headsets, which we'll talk about later, that they do. The mic is quite sensitive, which is obviously good for the quieter environments. I don't have to raise my voice, don't have to speak up. The other person can hear me really clearly. ATC, never have a problem. But it's not so good for recreational flying or piston engine, turboprop. I mean, they do advertise it for helis as well, but I can't. It's fine if you're on your own, where you can turn the squelch down, but what I found when flying with friends in a Warrior or a Cherokee is that I'm adjusting the squelch for me to try and get the prop noise from sounding, and then because I've turned the squelch down a lot because my mic's sensitive, then it doesn't pick up when they start talking. It doesn't pick up, or they have to speak louder. So personally, I don't see it's very good. The Classic isn't very good for light aircraft, turboprops. I can't imagine helicopters. I mean, you'd have to step up the range there and go for the probably the Pro Plus or the Pro, which I believe has active noise reduction. They don't really Clarity Aloft. They don't really state it very well on their website, but there you go. So this was £400. I bought it from AFE, I believe, back in 2015. And the other options are the Link, which has the Bluetooth kind of control in the wire next to the plugs, and you can connect Bluetooth devices, but I can connect aux to this, so it doesn't really bother me. Just carry a lead. The Link is, I think, the most expensive. Yeah, the Link is £600 or $790 something. So it's £200 extra just to connect to Bluetooth. Not really my pricing option. And then the Pro is £520. Or $795, which is kind of the middle range, I suppose. Which does come with a noise cancelling, so that might be better for light recreational use rather than airline or operations. And then you've got the Pro Plus, which is a more robust design, and I will put a picture of these four. So actually, yeah, I will do these four. I'll show you a picture of each. The mic is a little bit more thicker, and supposedly it's more durable, but they do state that that is best for the professional and recreational use. So this is what it looks like on. Obviously these would be in your ear, but literally when you're sitting in the flight deck, the mic does not move. It's perfectly placed in front of your mouth. The stainless steel really helps, and the bracket that goes over your ear, you literally cannot feel it at all. I can wear this 4.5 hours down to the Canaries, 4.5 hours back, literally good as gold, doesn't ache at all. Obviously some people do or don't favour the in-ear, but it doesn't give me a problem at all. And you get there's three different sizes. If you order the medium, they'll still give you one set of large and small, and if you order the others, you still get the other two. So if you order the small, you'll still get a set of medium and large to try, and if you order the large, you still get a set of medium and small to try. The medium fit me the best, and I go through approximately, so they come with 6 pairs. I change mine depending on how much flying I'm doing, whether it's 80 to 90 hours a month. In summer, I'll change them once a month. A pair a month, so that'll last for the summer season, and then through the winter, flying, less hours, and obviously you're a bit cooler, a bit more, your body temperature's a bit more stable. You're not sweating or perspiring in nice hot Canary countries for a while. Then they usually last about 2 months. Obviously, I keep them clean, keep your general hygiene. Keep the inside of your ears clean, the longer they're going to last, really. And they're not that expensive either. So another pack of 6, I believe, is £20, $29. You can get them on eBay. Get 2. I usually buy packs of 2 for a discounted price, and then I only pay for 1 shipping, because I'm not sure. I think they still have to come from Clarity, which is based in the US. That's the only downside, is the buds, but they don't cost a lot. And for those of you that are wondering about the connection, where the lead attaches, whether it will bug you or anything, it literally doesn't touch my head at all. So I'm trying to get as close here as I can. I'll wiggle that there. It literally, that's its sitting position. So it's just touching the back of my neck. And obviously, if you have the cable supported, it's actually not on my neck at all. It's actually free. It's actually free hanging, I suppose, from the supports that go over your ear. So only when the cable's held down, because obviously I haven't got it attached to a seatbelt or my tie. It's hanging down at the minute, but usually when it's supported, it will not bug you at all. But anyway, yeah, great headset. Definitely recommend it. So, as I said, Clarity Aloft Aviation Headset, the classic, which is my one, £400, or what did I say? $525 or £400. Exceptional bit of kit. The reason I bought it, rather than the Bose or a Lightspeed or Sennheiser on ear, is generally because I cannot find a headset that doesn't push on the tips of my ears. I've got big ears, what can I do? You've got to work with what you've got, eh? But and that is the reason I opted for them, and I've never looked back from day one really. 2.5 years of flying now, 2,500 hours pretty much total time, 2,300 using the headset. Epic bit of kit. You do have to, obviously there's a bit of a, on the flight deck, obviously there's a bit of preparation. You kind of got to do it in phases. You can't, it's not as quick as just slapping a Bose A20 on your head, or the Lightspeed. You know, you don't just pick it up off the thing and stick them on and you're talking. What I usually do is getting ready for I mean, for your clearance or whatever general chit chat in the flight deck, you just put the speaker on. So you don't need to keep putting these or in and out of your ears. I just put it over my head like that. Got the speaker on the flight deck, cool tower, get the clearance. You know, ask any questions, request whatever you've got to do, and then that's it really. Take it on and off in seconds. Just hang it up on the side. It's brilliant, nice and durable, and it's the perfect shape for just sticking on. And then when we're getting nearer the time, you know, the flight deck doors shut, final preparation, final cockpit flight deck preparation, and obviously we're going to be requesting push shortly. I usually stick one in, so just a few pushes. One, they tell you not to roll the foam because it can damage it, so you're supposed to just push it gently and then straight in like that. And then obviously because then I can turn the speaker off then, and I've got ATC and all the comms channels coming into one ear, but our policy is we don't turn the intercom on while we're on the ground. So, you know, the ground crew, we only talk to the ground crew when we need to. They can't hear the whole conversation or what we're doing or what's happening. So then I've still got this ear to the other chap that I can just talk generally in the flight deck. I don't have to raise my voice, but I've got all the comms coming into this ear. And then once the pushback starts, we started both engines, and the other guy is disconnecting the tow bar and a tug, and we're waiting to see the pin. Then I just pop this. Then I just pop the other one on. It takes seconds. Flick the intercom on, because then obviously I don't need to talk to the guy normally. Obviously we can talk through the intercom and over with the mic. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but I'm in such a habit of doing it now. It's literally it's flawless and great. And you know, it's not as quick as just taking a like the A20s or the ones with the little foldable thing. Obviously it's not as quick as that, but for the sake of not having my ears ache for 5 hours, I think it's definitely worth it. These are the earbuds here. So this is the large, the black is the large, and the peach are the small sizes. I've tried the small. My ear canals are obviously a little bit too big, so the circumference, it doesn't give a good seal. The medium are perfect for me, and I've not even bothered to try the large. This is the pack of 12, so 6 sets that come with it. And like I said, they will last, depending on your flying, depending on how much you fly, 6 to 12 months, 20 quid. It's not a very big expense, is it really? As you can see there, Clarity Aloft Aviation Headset, and these did come. I got this off eBay, so I bought 24 in one and paid one shipping, and he gave me a bit discount as well. So I'm going to leave a link to Clarity Aloft's website, and then you can have a look for yourself. For you American guys, some airlines want them TSO certified. In Europe or in the UK, we don't have that problem. But the Pro and the Pro Plus, so the 520 and the 540 pound one, are certified. Obviously, maybe they're making some money there. I don't know, just off that. But the Classic is the one I have, and it's brilliant. I don't need the Bluetooth. £200 more for Bluetooth. doesn't hold well with me when I can just use an aux cable. And yeah, lightweight, superb speech, superb hearing. Never have any trouble because they're in-ear microphones, and you know, it's blocking out. It's literally silent. You're using really low volumes on the audio control panel, and therefore you're doing yourself a favour anyway. It's protecting your hearing even more, because rather than having an on-ear which maybe doesn't have as good active or passive noise cancelling, and then you've got the speaker up, you're using a higher level of volume, which is, hours and hours and hours of wearing these things is going to add up over time. So this is the thing I like about. So just to summarise them, my aviation headset, 2.5 years using it, absolutely love it. And the main reason I didn't get an on-ear, so any Bose, Lightspeed, Sennheiser, Pelter, David Clark, all of those on-ear, even the expensive £800 headsets, leather, lightweight, I just cannot wear them because of my sticky out ears. What can I say? Obviously a lot of people don't have that problem, but there you go. This is my first review ever, and my first real video on YouTube. The only other video is a compilation of a day out with friends, a little speedboat. So check that out on my channel. Subscribe, like, comment, ask me any questions you want. My roster's quite good. I get a lot of time off, and I'm trying to put a lot of effort into this, and I'd like to help people out, really. So yeah, ask me questions, and I'm going to start doing some FMC videos, initial setups, pre-flight, in-flight, route changes, route modifications, new software updates allow you to start adding in route 2, so you can do diversions or your return flight while you're in the cruise, which is perfectly appropriate. And I'm going to start trying to upload more content. This has obviously been about a headset, but I'm going to try and primarily stick to flying wise, and then later on, who knows, if people want certain things, I'll try and do this. Anyway, I've been Leonard. My name's Leonard. Second name's not Luther, but little old Superman fan. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get my next video, and feel free to share this. And if you've got friends, simmers, explain Microsoft Flight Simulator enthusiasts who are having or just starting out and having trouble with, they want the realism side of things, setting up FMCs and departures and thrust settings, ratings, help with the MCP. Please share the link, get them to subscribe, because I will be adding videos on that and it might help them a lot. Anyway, cheers YouTube, guys and girls. Hopefully I'll be seeing you and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. All the best.